Hey guys, Michael Adams here from Clark Guitars, and here with Ross Martin.
Hi there.
And we are at American Musical Supply, and we're here to talk about Clark Guitars. Clark is a unique boutique acoustic guitar company from Australia. We started building guitars in the year 2000, and we've taken a different approach to what people historically know an acoustic guitar to be. What we've done is try to build a guitar for the modern musician, and what that means is we're building a guitar for today in the environment that we live in, which is we drive cars, we have electricity, we have air conditioning, all these creature comforts that have come to us over the last several decades. And building a guitar for today's environment, which often includes a PA system. So what we've done is, rather than taking a traditionally built acoustic guitar and jammed a pickup system in it, what we've done is actually made a beautiful pickup system and designed the most complementary guitar around that. So what Russ and I are going to do today is show you the three different elements that we have in the pickup system and how you can get a very natural and also very versatile sound out of your acoustic guitar, which gives you your acoustic guitar but louder, which is something somewhat unique in the acoustic guitar world. So there are three different elements to the Clark pickup. I'm going to take you through each one of them one at a time. Each part of the pickup only does a specific job handling particular frequencies so that it's doing the best job for the guitar and for capturing your sound. Very much like a PA system has evolved from being one speaker to two speakers to three speakers, or crossed over to hear different frequencies or represent different frequencies, the Clark pickup system does exactly the same thing. So the first part of the pickup system, which we're going to show you right now, is the piezo-based system. The Clark piezo is a little bit different to everybody else's. It actually has 6 piezos, one for each string. So that gives you a larger dynamic range and a fuller, bigger sound than just a single piezo with a thin line aluminum strip. So the piezo sounds really, really good. It gives you, as I said, it gives you that big dynamic range, and it also gives you quite a bit of articulation. But for us, it feels like it's lacking a few things. Piezos inherently have this quackiness in the mid-range and this almost dentist drill-like quality, a very pingy, zingy thing in the top end that we want to try and get rid of. Bottom end, however, is really, really good. So for Clark, what we're focusing on is that piezo that we have in the system is really going to become the foundation or the bottom end frequencies for your sound. So that's what we're going to do. One of the big complaints that we get about piezo-based systems too is that they just sound like amplified strings. You lose the tonality of the guitar or the inherent nature of the guitar. Let's remember that this part here is the original speaker box. So we want to hear this and get this moving. So what Clark has done is we've put a phase sensor built on one of the integral A braces of the guitar, and when you bring this in, you can hear the whole guitar really comes alive. And really comes alive. What that will do, bringing in that phase sensor, is what we're doing is 350 hertz and up is now taken by that phase sensor. So that mid-range quack is going to disappear and get replaced by that beautiful woodiness of the original speaker box or the guitar that you're actually playing. The third element of the Clark pickup system is a microphone. Now, we are not the first people to put a microphone in a guitar by any strength of imagination. But we are the first people, and this is where one of our patents is held, we are the first people to tell the microphone that it can only be active in particular frequencies. Typically, if you put a microphone in a box, run it at loud volume, and have it operate full range, that's going to result in feedback. And that's something that has plagued many, many acoustic guitarists in the past. So what we've done is we've told the microphone that it can only be active from 2.5K up to 20K. So just detailing that top end. So what we're trying to do with that is to eliminate that dentist drill or that very pingy top end sound that we've got from just a piezo based system. What I'm going to do is have Ross play just a D chord. Now, typically as an acoustic guitarist, we love D, but we hate the way D sounds plugged in because it's very pingy and zingy. And it's got that top end approach that we don't really like at all. I'm going to have Ross play that, and it's just going to be on the piezo setting. I'm going to wind the microphone in, and you will hear the naturalness come into the top end of the guitar. Because when we wind the microphone in, it does two things. One, yes, it brings the microphone in those top end frequencies like we want, but it also pulls the piezo out. And that's one of the powerful things about the Cole-Clark system is we're not putting these other elements in and trying to make them louder or put them over the top of the piezo system that's there. We actually sculpt out or shelve out the piezo in those frequencies, and then they're replaced with their more natural or more appropriate position, being the face sensor or the microphone. So we'll bring the microphone in, and what you'll hear is the guitar attack will stay the same, the tonality will stay the same, except for in that top end where you lose that piezo sound and it's replaced with the naturalness of a microphone. So that's with the microphone fully in. What you can hear, obviously we've got it turned up pretty loud here in the studio. There's no feedback issues that are coming from the microphone, and it details that top end really, really nicely. Combining all three elements together, what we should end up with is this acoustic guitar but louder. There's no magic point for a Cole-Clark settings between the bridge, the face and the microphone. It's your journey to find that position, but a really, really good starting place is both of the controls for the microphone and the bridge and face at 12 o'clock. That's going to get you very, very close to this guitar but louder. Obviously your playing style, the thickness of your pick, whether you're finger picking and all those different things, you can have those adjustments then to find your exact tone out of the system. So being able to combine all three different elements of the pickup system, the piezo, the face sensor and the microphone, enables you to be able to find your tone within the guitar, and that's what we're trying to do. The live reproduction of this guitar is what we're aiming for, not the sound of a pickup system. So what we've done is we've brought a microphone into the system here. We're going to play, Ross is going to play for a little minute. We're going to just have the microphone sound, and then we're going to crossfade that into the pickup sound. And you'll hear that there'll be a little bit more bottom end because we've got a big PA system rolling in here. But apart from that, it's very, very similar, and it's a very accurate reproduction of this guitar, but louder through the pickup system. So as we just showed you, you're able to pull a really, really natural acoustic guitar tone out of the Cole-Clark pickup system. But that's not always the most useful sound for your playing application. I have the pleasure of living in Nashville, Tennessee, which means I get to see a lot of great bands. And a lot of bands that you see playing in Nashville, there's a lot of people on stage. And so our position as an acoustic guitarist at that point, quite often, as far as the front of house engineer is concerned, is we're a tuned pair of hi-hats in the mix, right? So we need to change our acoustic guitar tone away from that beautiful natural sound of the guitar, give it a little bit more cut and a little bit more harshness in the top end, take out some of that bottom end, or really have that bottom end control just to fit into that mix and to be that thing that we want it to be. So to manipulate the three different parts of the pickup to obtain that with a Cole-Clark system, what we're going to do is we're going to back the microphone back to about 9 o'clock. That means there's enough microphone in the system to get rid of that dentist drill quality, but still enough life in the microphone, still enough doing the job that it needs to do. And the bridge and the face, we're also going to go a little heavier on the piezo sound, and that's going to help with that mid-range cut to get back into that position in the mix that we want to be. No, it's not the perfect natural acoustic guitar tone like we just dialed in previously, but it's the right sound for the job that you're trying to get done. At the same time, you might have a gig where you don't play modern style country music, and you might play like older Mississippi Delta blues or something like that. The tonality that you want to pull out of the guitar at that point is completely different. You don't want that scooped sound or that really hard-hitting top-end brightness. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the mic all the way in. You'll notice even though we've got the PA going, there's no feedback. And we're going to do the face all the way in. This is going to give you that almost resophonic, mid-rangey, really Mississippi Delta blues kind of tonality from out of the guitar. So a drastically different sound from the pickup system or the pickup setting that we had for the modern country setting. And as quickly as microphone back to middle and bridge and face back to middle, you are going to get that beautiful, rounded, natural acoustic guitar sound. The thing that I really love about this is we've been able to pull 3 drastically different acoustic guitar sounds and 3 drastically different examples of playing styles out of the one guitar and out of the one pickup system. And in the whole time, we have not touched bass, middle, or treble. They've stayed directly flat. So the EQ part of the system can become a part of your sonic expression. Say you're playing in drop D and you really want to make the house rumble or something like that, then you can go to drop D and push that bass fader up. Or in maybe a more real-world application, you might be playing in a venue where the PA system probably belongs more in a museum than it does actually in a live venue. So you can then use that EQ system not to pull the tone of your guitar, because you've already done that with the bridge, the face sensor, and the microphone, and then you use the EQ to better dial in the sound to compensate for the PA system. So the final part of the pickup system is my favorite part. It's a very practical part of the pickup system. It actually doesn't have anything to do with the control panel at all. It has to do with finishing the gig and packing up at the end of the night. Typically, as an acoustic guitarist, we're beholden to the power of the front of house guy or the monitor guy to be able to unplug. In my world, it would be much nicer if we could just pull that cable out and it not blow up the PA system. I'm sure we've all experienced what happens with that and the fury that the sound guy gets. We can go back in and we can pull out and we can go back in, and the Clark pickup system will never pop the PA. You can in fact hear it. And it will never blow up the PA system. To me, that's a feature that should be present on a guitar that's designed for today. So we appreciate your time and hanging with Ross and I today and talking about Clark guitars and the 3-way patented pickup. Please head over to AmericanMusical.com, check out the Clark guitars, this one and all the others that they're supporting there for us.